Today we are going to make poinsettia prints, and poinsettias are the flower, which is actually a plant that you see a lot at Christmas. And this is an example, a picture of it that I have, and it's actually a plant that during most of the year it's green, but then the leaves on top turn red around Christmas time, and you see them a lot during that time. We are going to create a print using a sponge that looks like a poinsettia. For this project, you're going to need a white piece of paper, and you're going to want some type of white underneath so that when you print, it doesn't go on to your table. You're going to need paint. It doesn't matter what kind. You can use tempera. I have some red tempera, and then you're going to also need green and yellow. You're going to need scissors, a sponge, a paintbrush that has a circular tip, and then something to put your paint on. To start off, we're going to need to create our printing material, and I have some pre-cut that are like the shape of the leaf. But how you would do that is you'd take a regular sponge, you'd cut it in half, and then you'd cut the corners, and that would actually create the shape of your print. And it cuts really easy. You would just cut it using scissors, and then you'd cut that in half, and then you'd go ahead and then just cut the shape of your print material. So to start your print, you're going to start with the red, and you're going to go out and create the flower and then the leaves, and it's all going to be one process. So you're going to start by putting your red paint down. And this is going to be a very quick print. So you'll put your paint down, and then you're going to dip this right into the paint. And then you want to get it coated pretty good. And you're going to create a flower that goes around. And you can print it 2 or 3 times before you have to do it again. Now this one I could probably almost get the whole entire flower before I have to print it again. And see how I went around? And this is why you have that piece of paper, so that you can go off the page and still have the look of a flower but not get it on your thing. Now we're going to do a couple flowers, so I'm going to probably put another thing of paint on there, and then go and do like another flowers overlapping it. And that's all I'm going to do of the red. So I have my 2 flowers. Now I'm not going to worry about cleaning this off or clean my sponge, because remember I said the flower's leaves change from green to red. So we're going to have it look like it's changing as we print. So I'm going to go ahead and put the green here. And I'm not going to swirl it around. I'm just going to put the green right on top of the red. Make sure it's covered. And then we're going to do our leaves as they're coming out. You can put one here. And once you start to see where it starts to look like it's turning red again, that's when you go and re-dip it. One more set of leaves. And if you need to put down more green, put down more green. I have a leaf over here. Maybe a leaf over here. Now, I have my flower. I have my leaves. Then the last part of your print is the middle section. So like right here, I've done it on a bigger piece of paper. I have my flowers, and then I have my leaves going off. If you do it on a bigger piece of paper, you could go ahead and have more leaves go further off the page as you do your flowers. But the middle section of these are little, kind of like little seed pods that are yellow. So you're going to take your print, move this over just a little bit, and on an empty section of your plate, you're going to put some yellow down. And then you're going to take the end of your paintbrush You're going to dip it in, and you're just going to do some dots. And you're going to fill that middle area with dots. And that's going to be the inside of your flowers. Once you think you have enough, then you go to the next flower. Once you think you have enough for your inside, you let this dry. Then, once you're finished, this is your completed poinsettia print picture. Thanks for printing with me today.